Happy Monday, happy Stormy Monday. Welcome back into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. I almost said 2020, added the 4 last minute. And as P2, yes, this is a surprise Monday stream. Just as I'm heading over to the mountains place for dinner, she's not going to be happy. Well, P2, you have to make her happy. You have to make them happy. It is super, super important. And the reason why I'm doing this stream, honestly, is because Sim Update 3 had some, well, they added lightning back. And it's really, really cool here in the sim. Really, really cool. And so this is real world, real time. Sorry, I live in the area, hit the wrong button, of Chicago, and we just had this nasty storm that came on by. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to fly either way, and the next flight for a pilot's life is Chicago to Toronto. So I figured, what the hell, get in the stream, and we'll do this flight and have all kinds of fun with it. Master Copy, welcome in. Nate, welcome in as well. Glad to see y'all here. I wish it was earlier so that Will can join us, but unfortunately he's way off time with timing, so he unfortunately won't be able to join these evening streams. But I figured I'd do one today, and then we will do our morning, go back to our morning ones on Wednesday. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the cockpit here. It's a little bit of a longer flight than I typically do, but either way, it should work just fine. Before I do much, though, I want to go into the system page because I don't know if this Air Canada, if I set this panel up properly yet to the way I like it. So US metric, that's what I want. That's perfect. Okay, let's go back, and then we're going to go to ground support, connect this dude, and let's go up top here. Onto the battery. Ground supply is on. Up to the top here, navs. Window heats, and then we're gonna go, whoops, not that way, this way here. Let's get some lights lighting and get that APU firing on up. All right, all is good there. Let's go over to the right side, and we're gonna go to menu, performance, and weight and balances. And let's go to fetch it. We're gonna fetch it the weight. And 178, so we're bringing a full plane full of passengers today to Toronto. And we're going to go 3115 here. It's an easy number for me to remember, 3115. Total fuel is 11,989. Fuel taxi is 420, and then our raw fuel is going to be 5763. For a zero fuel weight of 1403. Beautiful. Complete all that jazz in there, and then we go on down to this dude, go to FMS, position in it, grab the GPS, drop the GPS in there, go to route. There's route. Jeez, froze up there. Request the route, and my Mobiflight's being a punk. It's being a punk. Oh, actually, no, I think it's fine. Okay, never mind. I think we're fine. All right, load that in. Let me go verify, though. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then we're expecting runway 9 right out of Chicago. We are Air Canada 502. Let's activate this dude. Execute it. Performance page. 0 fuel weight 140 and 2.1 on the reserves. The Weja, the wind is 286 at 15. And the temperature is 8. Alright, then we're going to grab this information from the tablet guy here. So let's copy this data. Flaps 5, AC on, anti-ice off, and we are looking at a 46 temp. 46 in the box. Takeoff, flaps 5, CG is set automatically, RTO for the brakes, and let's go ahead and do our flight plan. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get ATC clearance shouted away. Clearance here in O'Hare is 121 and a 6. We're here clearance, hello from Air Canada 502. We're ready for IFR clearance to Toronto. Lex wake up. Lex will wake up by calling him. Oh, let's wake up Will. I love that.
Radar vectors E-bake, then as
E-bake.
filed. Maintain 5,000.
3665 and
370.
5,000.
Departure. Departure frequency 126.625. Squawk 3665.
3665. Runway 27 left, so they did change our runway.
Radar vectors abake, then as
27 left. Left. Good. Execute. Arrival. We're expecting 6 right via Num.
3665 Air Canada 502.
And Cougar. Alright, that's all set. Let's go up top here, and gens are on. And all is grand there. Let's go over here. Menu, system page, disconnect. Okay. We're here ground, Air Canada 502, ready for pushback and engine start. Altimeter is good.
Air Canada 502, O'Hare ground, pushback approved. Face northwest.
Northwest.
Pushback approved. Face northwest, Air Canada 502.
Alright, let's go ahead and push back here. Yeah. Okay. Parking brake is broken, so push the button, request it, hold, pushback commencing up top here. Pumps on, bleed on, and engine number 2 firing up. Clocks clocking. Frame gen being stupid. Alright, clear it out. Yeah, this storm here in the area was pretty nasty. It was about a half hour or so, and we got a tornado warning. Tornado warning. It's pretty crazy. I was inside a Walmart doing some shopping, and they called on the intercom. All customers and team members go to the back of the store. It's crazy.
Eva 641 heavy, contact O'Hare Tower 132.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Have a good one.
Over to Tower 132.7.
All right. And that's cooking there. What else we got in chat here? Wednesday, 5 a.m. Nice. What? Oh, you're taking off on 5 a.m. on Wednesday. Nice. Are you flying Air Canada or grounded? I will send you pics on Discord of the first drink on the beach. Oh, that's going to be awesome. What prompted the evening stream? The storm. The storm. I had talked about it before that I might potentially do an evening stream tonight. Because my work schedule is a little bit different well, the past week and a half, about last week or so. And with the storm, honestly, I was like, I should do a stream. This could showcase a little bit of the lightning that's, new in Sim Update 3, or brought back, I should say, because it's in 2020. Is that? Did that plane just like spawn there? Why am I getting double planes? Oh, it's because of the stupid thing. See, I think there's something wrong with auto FPS, because I think it's turning these on. Air traffic off. Off for that. Off for that. Okay. Alright, motoring. Bring that up. Grand, good. Well, here, ground, Air Canada 502, ready to taxi to the active. I forgot what I was doing. Alright, flaps 5 for departure.
Air Canada 502.
I'm working on converting my Mobiflight profile into a SPAD. Oh, really? You're going from Mobi to SPAD?
27 left taxi via Alpha.
Ooh.
Golf 3. Air Canada 502.
I like my Mobi. My only issue with Mobi is it doesn't quite want to work with my McDo for this plane. For this plane. I don't understand why either. Taxi lights on. Gens on. Continuous here. And packs are all set. Good. Grand. Beautiful. Let's go taxi. Taxi out of O'Hare. O'Hare. Eh? So yeah, I think there's something going on with auto FPS. So I have the latest version of auto FPS, but it seems like it's toggling on, even though I have it turned off in the options. it's turning on ground traffic and all that jazz. I thought maybe it was me. I thought maybe it's not saving the settings. But it's definitely saving the settings. It just auto turned back on. Unless that's a bug. Maybe that's a bug. It did it again, didn't it? What in the hell? This is really bugging me. Okay. It just keeps turning it back on. So go back down here. I might have to like... No, I can't do that. Off. Off. Off, you stupid. Stay off. I said off, damn it. Because look at this. Watch, let me see. What button do I have for that? What button do I have for that? This button? Nope. This button? Nope. This button? Nope. Thought I had a button for this.
United 2312, 8 Bravo 19er, request pushback.
United 2312,
That's unfortunate.
O'Hare ground.
I thought I had a button for
Approved. Face east.
auto FPS, so you can show you on the screen, but
Pushback and engine start approved.
I guess not.
Face east, United 2312.
Oh well, I'll figure it up in the sky. I'll take a look at the settings in the sky. Butterfly in the sky. Alright. Who knows that song? Who knows that song? I'm not giving you any more detail. That's it. Butterfly in the sky. That's it. Cutting it off right there. One, because you got to pay for this voice here. This voice is amazing. Matthew, welcome on in. And this is where I say goodbye, folks. See you, P2. Have a great evening. Have a great dinner with Mountain. Hope things go fantastic.
Ground, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Fantastic indeed.
Pushback approved. Face northeast. Spirit wind.
Master copy, you still with Delta? With APL? You still with the Delta Airlines? So I'm doing double today. I'm doing APL and I'm also doing New Sky. We're taking this down to Golf 3 today. Golf 3.
Air Canada 502, contact O'Hare Tower.
Here is
133.0.
Golf 3.
Contact Tower 133.0, Air Canada 502.
These damn cats fighting. O'Hare Tower, Air Canada 502, ready to taxi. Ready to take off runway 9. Runway 27 left. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. It's probably all confused now. Like, what are you asking me? Yeah, I didn't what did you understand?
Air Canada
There we go.
502, O'Hare Tower, wind 190 at 7, fly
Alright, landing lights are on.
cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 280, runway 27 left. Cleared for
Doing a
takeoff,
350
Air
flight now?
Canada
Nice.
502.
Very nice. Alright, heading 280 on departure. And let's bring up those throttles, 60%. Toga set, checked. Engines are stabilized. Let's go flying. We have a crosswind of 11 knots right now. Crosswind of 11 knots. Alright, looking good, folks. Steady. There's that flag, you see it? And let's rotate. Ooh. Hold it. Hold it. Jesus. Hold it. Hold it. Alright, gear going up. A little shaky departure there. Wind's not playing around today. Holy smokes, that's not playing around.
Contact Chicago departure, Air Canada 502.
Alright. And LNAV, VNAV are on. We're going to maintain our heading.
Air Canada 502.
First notch of flaps coming up. Let's range out a little bit here.
502, Chicago departure, radar contact.
RTO is off.
Flight level 180.
Woo!
Fly maintain flight level 180.
Oh my gosh.
Air Canada 502.
Alright, little bouncy. Little bouncy. A little bit turbulence.
Air Canada 502, turn right, heading 070.
070.
Turn right, heading 070. Air Canada 502.
070 in the box. Full flaps up. This is definitely where a co-pilot would be very, very beneficial. All right, we're steady now, folks. We're steady now. I got it. I got it. We're stabilized. All right, 070 on the heading. Let's go to heading mode here. Whew. That was something. This weather's not playing around today. Not playing around in Chicago. There's another storm. I don't think we'll have any issues in Toronto, but there's another storm that's up in like Michigan, northern part of Wisconsin. But we'll be way above that. This is like the tail end of the big storm. Coming up on 7,000. Steady it. Steady it. I'm glad this wasn't a fly-to-line flight. I would have lost points for sure. Alright, bring that nose down just a little bit. We're not direct to EBIG yet, but it's trying to give us heading towards EBIG. And coming up on 9,000. Just steady, steady, steady. There we go. I think we got it under control now. I think we're looking good, looking fine.
Air Canada 502, turn right, heading
140, so it's trying to get us to intercept our GPS.
140, Air Canada 502.
Alright, come up on 10,000. Let's get our lights off. And off. Good. That was a fun departure. That'll wake you up in the morning. Let's turn a little bit tighter here. Once you get closer to the GPS, that's kind of when BeyondATC does a pretty good job at getting you directs. We could probably ask for it, and it would probably give it to us as well. 12,000. We're cleared initially up to 18. I'm gonna go ahead and put in 37 in the box because that's our cruising altitude today. There's 37. That's a nasty storm, man. I'd be curious if any tornadoes actually touch down in the area, because this is pretty brutal. You lifted up the. We have a doormat by our door outside, right? And it lifted that up.
Turn left, heading 070.
Not that it weighs
Air
much.
Canada 502.
All right, let's go AP mode. Lazy mode engaged. All right, looking really good. What do we got going on here? Let's see. Still with Delta, cool. I may be leaving Delta when I come back, thinking about taking my talents across the pond. I like it, taking your talents across the pond. Any idea what airline you're looking to join? So I have Air Canada right now with APL. I have Ryanair with Fly the Line. And I've been liking Air Canada, but I think I might switch over to.
Navigation Air Canada 502. Thanks.
I might switch over to Southwest with APL, and then I'm not sure what I'll do with Fly the Line.
Center on 120.
I like Ryanair with Fly the Line, but I'm also getting kind of bored with those flights too. I gotta figure out something to spice it up. I can't do Southwest and then do Ryanair because, well, then I'm only flying the Boeing plane. And what works really nice with Air Canada is I can fly pretty much any plane with Air Canada.
Chicago Center. Good afternoon. Climb, maintain flight level.
My flight to Lisbon got canceled. Really? Oh no.
370. Air Canada 502.
FS2 crew would help. Yeah. Oh, no, worry about the cap. That's fine. Yeah. I could also use, what's it called? FSFO Flight Sim First Officer, they're opening, or they're doing their testing with their V3, and it seems to be going pretty good. Seems to be going pretty good. I'm kind of waiting. Or it's the V6, maybe it's V6, whatever their next version is. It seems to be going pretty good. I'm holding out that it's going to fix a lot of my issues. Like my primary issue is just key binding. I can't get it to work consistently, and it aggravates me. So I don't want to use it because I like the program so much that I don't want to have that sour taste in my mouth. I know I was watching some of Kip's streams, and you know when he was using it, he'd get a little soured with it, and so I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I think it's a really cool program, and that's why like I just want to go in knowing that it's working properly. Air Canada is moving its 737 Maxes off of mainline. Really, are they? Interesting. Landing in Chi-Town is the worst. I got caught in the rain in the morning. Oh, geez. Air France are... Oh, nice. I thought about Air France. I thought about Air France for a bit. I could potentially do Air France with Fly the Line. Do Southwest with APL, and then Fly the Line Air France. That's not a bad idea. I gotta look at what planes Air France flies. They're mostly Airbus, aren't they? Air France planes. Let's see. So they fly 220, 319, 320 Embraer. They also fly the Dreamliner, the 330, and the 777. Oh, the 777 wouldn't be bad. Oh, the 350 as well. I say the 350? I'm not against that. Air France isn't a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Kind of like that. Irishman, welcome in. Irishman is the man in charge of New Sky and has done an excellent job with it. An excellent job with it indeed. Okay, so let's look real quick at Auto FPS because I was telling you. Okay, so here's Auto FPS. If I go to Expert Mode, if I go down to this guy here, Custom. So I don't let it do anything with the clouds, trees. I let it do ray tracing. I let it do terrain. I let it do pre-caching, displacement map. I don't let it do plants. I don't let it do this, and I don't let it do this. But these two keep resetting. These two keep resetting, so I don't know what the hell and why. Only Sim Update 3. That tells me it's a Sim Update 3 issue. Does anyone know? Has anyone seen that pop up in the forums? Let's take a look. Shall we? Sim Update 3 beta. Discussion, systems, CTDs, hardware installation, scenery, parked cars no longer showing at airports, user interface, frame rate multiplayer not saving, so maybe it will be inside here. Mission, new friend, corrupted. If road traffic settings are off upon sim restart, both are set to low. Oh, is that? Sure it's not the NVIDIA app messing with it? You said you're locked at medium and okay. So it's these two here in the bottom, but I'm talking about the parked traffic. Parked airport. Or parked aircraft. Let's try parked aircraft. Let's search for it. Parked aircraft. Search. Latest. BeyondATC. Safe flights. I don't see anything about it. So is it an auto FPS issue? Auto FPS. Let's go to their site. So we go to discussions. Not reflective, minor maintenance update 5 days ago. Compatibility. Long haul options. Airport and air traffic options. Alright, is this what we're having? So when using FSLTL for VATSIM, other players inject blah blah blah. However, every time auto FPS boots up, it enables. Yeah, here we go. Okay, auto FPS will never enable this. Nevertheless, maybe possible to identify a bug. This is exactly what I'm having. Try reproducing in case of a bug didn't seem to be it. What do you need? What do you need it to boot 24/7? What you need to do is boot 2024, and if auto FPS is set to auto start, close it out before launching a flight and go to settings and disable traffic. Oh. Okay, so it's like re-enabling them. By default, Msfs 2024 has instantly for traffic enabled to high or something similar. Here we go. So what I need to do is I need to change the setting, close out auto FPS, change the settings, relaunch the sim, and then it will save it. Okay. So it's, it seems to be a bug with auto FPS. Okay. Well, Sim Update 3 beta bug as well. Let's see, what do we got? Sorry, missing chat. I got stuck reading that stuff. The only thing is iFly in the morning, which is nighttime on the schedule. Oh, yeah. And that's been one of my issues too. That's one of those things where I will be willing to adjust the time of day. Because I like flying at night from time to time, but I also don't want to fly all the time. You know what I mean? Do you want me to ask ChatGPT? Do you use a scenery for O'Hare? I just use the default. I do have the, what's the one? Dominic's Designs or whatever it's called. I have that one as well. But the default one's not bad. The default one's not bad. And realistically, when I reset my whole PC a few months back, well, I guess not a few months, well, maybe a month or so back, I told myself I'm gonna use as much default scenery as I possibly can. So like my JFK, LAX, which I own the init builds for, I'm still using just the default airports. So the only airports I'm using as third party is if there isn't a handcrafted one in the sim. That's the only time I'm using another version as of right now. Let's see. You're on TV, Alex. You're famous. Check Discord. Uh-oh. Let's see what's going on Discord. Oh. Irishman has me on TV. Oh, look at the cute dog. Irishman has me on the television. Lamb chop up here. Hey, who's looking at... Oh, that was me. Looking mighty fine there. Looking mighty fine. What's the box here? Is that internet? Very nice. You're on the TV. Look, Mom, famous. 75-inch. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, well, looking pretty good. We're climbing up to flight level 370 on this flight. What we're looking for ETA here. So we look at progress and destination at 0040. Current time is 0350. So in about 50 minutes or so, we should be on should be at the airport. If we stay runway 6 right, it would be a straight in arrival. Now, the last flight I did on stream, which was on Sunday? Yeah, was Sunday. I had some weird BeyondATC issues going into Toronto. Well, I did a very similar approach into Toronto, and it didn't have the issue. So I'm guessing just a fluke. I'm guessing just a fluke. I don't know why these things happen. There's the end of the storm. So we're in Michigan now. Look how big this storm is, though. That's crazy. That's crazy. And then there's a second storm right over here. It's a big ass storm.
Dashport 2394, contact Cleveland Center 120.45.
You got a crazy weather too in Orlando? Yeah. So we've been very, very dry here Midwest, at least in Illinois. Very, very dry this summer. But the last couple days, it started on Friday, I think it was. We had some pretty serious storms here on Friday. Saturday had a pretty big downpour. Yesterday, last night, early morning, we had a pretty big downpour, and then we just had a big one now. Do you watch Green Dot? Never heard of it. What's Green Dot? P2 flew between them earlier today. Oh, really? Green Dot. What is Green Dot? Green Dot. Green Dot, I find, is a mobile bank. I don't think that's the Green Dot you're talking about.
Chicago Center, Delta 2085, descending via Victor's 2, flight level 230.
Are they like a streamer? YouTubing?
Delta 2085, Chicago Center.
Green Dot. Oh, Green Dot Aviation?
Miles above.
Oh, they cover air accidents and incidents. Interesting. Is a background in psychology. Interesting. So it looks like they're another mentor, right? Kind of like mentor pilot. I'll subscribe. I'll follow this. I'll check it out. Never heard of them. This is really what I really love about what I love really about doing like streams is you get all this new information. Oh, they use just MSF. Oh, that's awesome. See, that's the thing that's crazy about the sim. Like I was telling a colleague not too long ago, you know, the weather is slightly behind, slightly behind flight sim. I mean, real world in the sim, right? But the fact that you can experience very similar weather in the sim and versus real life, it's so cool. It's amazing. I know it's been around for a very long time, but now you add in the graphics, right? You add in these amazing graphics. And I know people say that X-Plane has better clouds and all that, and they probably do. But like, I'm seeing is friggin' awesome looking right here. That's all I can say. All right, Rec, flight level 370. Question about your performance video from 10 days ago. Why do you run rendering 95 instead of 100? So, King Bob, the reason I do is because I try to make sure I have a little bit of leeway in my GPU. I don't want my GPU running constantly at 100%. So, for example, right now, my GPU is using 60%. Now, realistically, people say that you should max out your GPU, at least for Flight Sim, max out your GPU so that there is those hesitations don't happen. I don't have those hesitations very often. And when I do, it's when I'm panning around doing all kinds of crazy stuff like that, right? Or if I'm loading into a major airport or big city or something. What the hell is that in front of us? Oh, it's just dirt. So what I do, and someone put a comment in on the channel for the recent video from this morning, and I got to respond. But also, like, why are my settings mostly medium and all that kind of jazz? Well, part of that is auto FPS, but then also the other part of it is a lot of the settings, there isn't that big of a difference visually. So there's no need to go ultra. And if that saves a little bit of VRAM, if that saves a little bit of performance out of my graphic card, I'm happy. Right? I'm not personally looking for like the greatest, the highest definition quality possible. Like what I have in the sim looks really damn good. And I'm happy with it. And that 95% for TAA is just a little bit of performance I get back in the sim, a little FPS boost. Plus, I also like a very stable FPS. I don't like the fluxing so much, right? So right now, I'm at my 100% or my 100 FPS in the sim. I like to consistently keep around that. Anywhere between 90 and 100 is my ideal FPS. When it drops below that, that's when I start feeling and seeing and noticing the stuttering more and more. So I just I like to give that GPU a break. Don't want to have it working all the time. Again, it's all personal preference. He goes into pilot mental thinking, health, age. Oh, I like that. And so I've talked about it before on the stream, but there is a what's it called? The Rehearsal. It's an HBO show, and the second season has to do with pilots and the social awkwardness or their social communication and that part of it. And it's a brilliant show because it does make you think in a different way. I feel at least. And it made me reflect on myself. Am I the similar way? You know, do I have any kind of similar tendencies that pilots have? You know, I'm not a real world pilot. I'm a fake pilot here flying fake planes, and I love what I do with this. But does being part in aviation cause some of those issues? You know, there's that possibility that it might. Very much. Lingo, sorry, I missed your chat there. Extremely hot and dry here in northwest Arkansas. Really? I forgot what rain looks like. Yeah, it's been really, really dry here. Just really, really, really crazy dry. So, like, we've really needed this weather. There's no doubt we really, really need this weather. Not this aggressive, but we really needed some of this rain we've been getting recently. I'm gonna pull up. Let me see here.
Flight level 350.
Washa.
American 698
Washa.
Center.
Oh my gosh, I can't type. Let's see. Oh, I suppose I could. I don't have it installed though. Where's the... Here we go. Okay. So here's from the National Weather Service, people. Here's this big ass storm. So we departed here, and we're about right. Yeah, we're somewhere in this area here, right? So we just passed this little storm here, but this was the big ass storm we just flew out of. And all this stuff here, it was pretty nasty. And it looks like, I don't know where it's moving. Yeah, it looks like Chicago's gonna get hit again here pretty quickly. Oh my gosh, they're about to get their asses kicked. I might get it too. Oh man. Well, hopefully they were done with the flight before this comes through. I thought I checked and the weather looked like it would be alright. Yeah, this storm's kind of hitting. It's coming across this area. I live in this area here, so it's coming pretty quickly. I thought I saw like maybe later tonight, but it might be moving faster. Yeah, but this storm cell here was bringing potential tornado warnings because of the humidity in the area. It's just crazy. Crazy weather. Let me see what the weather is telling me hourly. 8 p.m. we had a 67% chance of storms in the area. And then at 10 p.m. Oh god. Okay. We should be alright. We should be on the ground. I was gonna make sure I end the stream before the next batch comes in because the power seems to be very inconsistent in this area. Well, I should say it's very consistent in terms of going out. It's inconsistent of when it wants to go out. Like I really expected this last storm to take it out, but it didn't. I wasn't home, but based on camera footage, it did not. Okay, so I do have to step away. I gotta feed the pets. It's their eating time, so I'm gonna step away for just a few moments, come on back, and then we should be preparing for arrival, so be right back.
Contact Cleveland Center 126.75, Air Canada 502. Cleveland Center, Air Canada 502, flight level 370.
Okay, thanks for your patience. Thanks for coming back, staying with me. Okay, so we are what about? What's that? Like 40 nautical miles? Oh, 60. I was a little off. Okay, let's prepare the arrival. So over here, we're gonna go to performance and payload, show landing. Let's copy this information. Let's actually check with Cleveland Center. Cleveland Center, hello from Air Canada 502. We're just wondering what's our arrival runway today and what's our expected star. Let's just see if there's any changes with it. Dunk, dunk. Come on. There you go.
Air Canada 502, Cleveland Center. Your arrival runway is 27 left and the expected star is Nuber 6.
27 left. What the hell? Alright. 27 left is our expected arrival, so let's change the red there. 27 left. What the hell is that flash? 27 left. There's no 27 left.
Air Canada 502, contact Cleveland
What the hell are you talking about?
Center on 119.95, Air Canada 502.
I think it got
Cleveland Center, Air
confused.
Canada 502. Good evening,
All right,
flight
we're just gonna
level
say with 6
370.
because number would be the arrival, so I think it just got confused. Let's copy this information then. It's currently dry in Canuck. Wind is 280 at 8. And then temperature is 19. And then our QNH is 30.20. Flaps are 30, AC on, anti-ice off, brakes are auto, show and route, all and none. Calculate it. 148 on the arrival.
SkyWest 5260, contact Cleveland Center
Okay.
126.75. Have a good one.
Center on 126.75.
Arrival 6 right for the runway.
Have a good evening.
At least right now. Let's go over here to the menu. We're gonna go to terminal charts. Let's grab this information. Come on, the music just put me into a trance. Yeah, the 27 left threw me off. Yeah, I was like, wait a second. There's a 27 left. That was our departure runway. So I think it. I don't know. Sometimes with BeyondATC, you just don't know. You just don't know. Oh.
502, flight level 370.
What the hell? Go back. Complete.
Air Canada 502, Cleveland Center.
Edit. Here we go. Okay, that's weird. Alright, num. Down. Num. Nope. Num. Num 6. And then this is what we're expecting, at least right now. And then let's go down, down. We can switch. I don't know what all these mean. Let's click on this guy. It's the airport, right? Yeah, that's airport information. We already got that. What's this? This is departure. This must be arrivals, and this must be our air runways. All right, cool. 6 right. All right, complete that, and then 6 right. Let that load in. So 1195. 1195 for the arrival of ILS. 1195. All right, pop that in my box, and then minimums are 738. So over here, we go minimums, and then we're gonna change it. Oh, gosh dang it! All right, there we go. 730. Gosh dang it! Okay, there we go. 738. Almost. Almost. There we go. All right, 38, beautiful. And then our arrival heading is 57. Now, once we're done with all this, that's when we're gonna get our information saying that runway change. What did I say? 57. Okay. We're all set. Top of the ascent's coming up quickly, so we should hopefully get our arrival pretty damn fast.
Air Canada 502,
Ah.
Cleveland Center. Expect Uber 6, runway 6 right.
We'll expect Uber 6, runway 6 right, Air Canada 502. Right on cue, it does its thing. All right, 7,000 for the approach. 7,000 is right here. So once we hit top of descent there, the plane will automatically start descent. We'll go ahead and request the descent from BeyondATC if it doesn't give it to us. J. Russ, welcome in. Goodbye, iFly EFB. Hello, iPad. I do like this thing. It's clunky. I know a lot of people dislike it, but I like it. It's grown on me. I'm very fond of it. They need to change a couple buttons, right? I'm very, very fond of it. I'm one of the few. I know. Let's see. Matthew says, do you do GA flying at all? I did. I did a lot of GA flying when I first got into the sim, into 2024. Honestly, it was the PMDG 737 that really pushed me to get more into airliners. And now, like, I just love airliner flying so much. So much. I do jump into GA stuff from time to time, but definitely not as much as I used to. Not even remotely close. All right, we're doing descent. We need to get our descent instructions pretty quickly, so we'll go ahead and ask Cleveland Center if we can descend, even though we already are.
Level 369er.
Air Canada 502, Cleveland Center, roger.
Cleveland Center, Air Canada 502, ready for descent.
Air Canada 502.
I would like them to give me attitude. Well, it looks like you're already doing it, so I guess you didn't need to ask me, did you?
Altimeter 3020.
That would be just fantastic.
Uber 6, runway 06 right. Descend to 7,000 feet, Air Canada 502.
That would be just fantastic. Alright, descent's looking pretty good here. And again, weather is pretty damn good in... we have contrails. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. METAR. That would be something that they could add to the EFB here. Kind of like what FENIX has. Is have your weather. That'd be very, very nice to have. I get the change is necessary. These menus, like to do all this crap, it's just way over complex. Right? Way over complex. I feel like they need to, I don't know. Everything should be touchable on the pad. They don't need these buttons here. I don't know. I don't know what those buttons are for. Well, I know they click things, but everything's touchable. It's a touchpad. Although maybe it's not supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like that's just for effect. What's airport map? We'll go back. We'll go back. Here we go. What's this? Airport. What is that? What is this? Is this our airport? Oh, is this the actual airport? Huh. I've never looked at that before. Complete. Better save my stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, here's runway 6 for the arrival. Let's zoom on it. This is another thing I don't like is it doesn't save your... Where the hell's the zoom button? I always forget that. Runway 6 right's here. We're gonna exit to the left and then park at wherever the hell we want. We'll park somewhere over here probably. But if you cycle through these views, it doesn't save. Right? Oh wait, it's saving it now. I thought it didn't save. Oh, it doesn't save where you move it to, right? I think is that where it is? No, it's there. What the hell? Oh, maybe. I thought at one point it didn't save. It'd also be nice that if you're pointing at the EFB here, that you can zoom in with your mouse wheel. I'd really, really like that. All right, cycle, cycle. No, I'm not cycle. I said cycle. All right, descent's looking good still.
Air Canada 502.
Over to Toronto Center.
13 for decimal 375.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think, like I was talking about earlier, I think I'm gonna go southwest. I think we're gonna go southwest with APL. As much as I've loved these Canada flights, it's pretty limited. I think that's why I didn't do a lot of these. Like at least for the short haul flights, it's pretty limited of the different airports you go to. Like I've done not Winnipeg. I've done Montreal, Boston, New Jersey, Chicago now. I think I did DCA. I guess I don't remember if I said Boston yet. DC Boston. But it's pretty limited on the flights it does generate or have, you know, that Air Canada flies.
Air Canada 502, Cleveland Center.
But it's been fun. It's been really fun flying with Air Canada. This is definitely the most I've ever flown in and out of Toronto. So I guess I got my money's worth out of the scenery. That's for sure. Alright, approach is looking really, really stable, looking really, really good. What's our progress looking like? Progress is 38. And we're at 16. Yeah, so it should be on the ground here within the next, what, 20 minutes? I Gives me a little bit of time before this next batch of this weather's hitting me locally in real life. I don't know about you all, but I like to turn off my system when there's severe weather. When there's, you know, severe thunderstorms, I like to just turn it all off. I don't want to take a risk of blowing something because of, you know, the storms out there.
Toronto Center, Air Canada.
J. Russ says, that's why I stayed with Delta. I have a lot of destinations. Delta's good. I do like Delta. But J. Russ, you also do a lot of long-haul flights. Or you're open to doing long-haul flights. And I think that's my problem. My problem is I do like short-haul flights so much. Which, okay, what does the definition of short-haul mean? Alright, does short-haul meaning? Relatively short distance in terms of travel or transportation of goods. That's what Google found. Okay. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. David Crockle, or what is it? Davy Crockett? No, not Davy Crockett. Destination. Oh, here we go. Okay. Short haul is what the hell? What is this? International Air Transportation Association, and then we got Civil Aviation, and then CAPA. They're saying under 8 hours, under 3 hours is a short haul. Jeez. Okay. Where's the United States at? Here, North America. American Airlines defines short, medium, long hauls as being less than 3,000 nautical miles, or miles. 3,000, so 2,600. Or sorry, yeah, 2,600 nautical miles. Long haul is more than 3,000, or New York to LA, or New York to San Francisco. United defines short hauls as being less than 700 nautical miles. Oh, hold on, sorry, 600 nautical miles. And then greater than 3,000. That's crazy. I'm thinking like short hauls less than 300 nautical miles. That's my short haul. Wow. Like, this is a 400 nautical mile flight. This is like a long haul for me. That's crazy. The shortest commercial... Oh, yeah, I know this one. Logan Air does the shortest commercial flight. 1.7 miles. That's wild. 2 minutes, including taxi. Greatest flight restoration. Where did I see the David thing at? In Europe, defines us. Okay, so 15 to 3,000 miles or kilometers. Oh, this is the David guy. Okay. Oh, here we go. David Crocker. Less than 540 nautical miles. Yeah. That's getting closer. That's getting closer. Drop the 5. Down to a 3. And that's about my world right there. This David Crocker's onto something. He's a little off. He's off his Crocker just a little bit. That's hilarious. Okay. Flight time. The total time from the moment an aeroplane first moves by... Hold on. First moves for the purpose of taking off until the moment it finally comes to a rest at the end of the flight. So block to block. This means pushing back from the departure gate and arriving at the destination gate. Flight time is measured in flights. Yeah, okay. We know about that stuff. Huh. I don't know, folks. Almost at 18,000. Let's see. Anything under 500. That's how it should be. In Lex miles. My favorite was probably 800 to 1,200 nautical miles. Maybe one flight per week. 2,000 nautical miles plus. Holy smokes. I'm very curious what my longest actual flight is. Like what the longest flight I've ever done in the sim. Didn't I do that one on stream? Or did I think I sim rated. I'm only going to count it if I don't sim rate. If I go actually like full, 1x. No speed increase. I want to say I want to say somewhere around 500 nautical miles. And I'm being truthful here. I think, I do think it was somewhere between 500 and 600 nautical miles. That's probably my long haul. I don't think I've done more than that. I'm pretty sure I haven't.
Toronto Center, Sierra Tango Papa, flight level 108.
That's a good voice. Which, okay, if you look at it realistically,
Toronto Center identified.
so we're 46 minutes since pushback, right? 46 minutes since pushback. We are expected to arrive in about 20 minutes, okay? So that's an hour and 5 minutes to touchdown. Add another 5 minutes to that, it's an hour and 10 minutes worth of flying, okay? Realistically, that's kind of what we're looking at, okay? Well, you cover so much ground in an airline, or in an airplane. You can cover so much ground. So if I just add on 20 to, 50 nautical miles, it's nothing crazy. Like this flight, I'm complaining that it's quote unquote a long haul at 379 nautical miles. But okay, hold on. To be fair, SimBrief is telling me, where the hell does it say that? Oh, 393 is the route. So yeah, pretty much 400 nautical miles. Pretty much 400 nautical miles, right? For this flight. And so if I added on another 50 to 100 nautical miles, we're talking an extra, what, 20 to 30 minutes maybe, right? Obviously that factors wind as well, tailwind versus headwind, right? I've done 700 nautical miles several times, 7,000 nautical miles. Holy smokes. Yeah, I can't. Dude, I suppose sleeping. Honestly, there's no reason, there's nothing stopping me from doing it during the day. Just one day, do a long, not 7,000, but like doing, I don't know, 2,000, 3,000 nautical mile flights. There's really nothing stopping me. I personally, I love doing takeoff and love landing. That's where my fun is. But I should actually do a long haul, actual long, not like the super crazy ultra long hauls, but I should do like a 2,000 nautical mile flight one day while I'm watching a movie. I can do it like being a passenger in the back and watch a movie during the flight. Because like today, if I wasn't streaming this flight, I'd be watching, some TV show or watching other streamer or videos or whatever on YouTube. I'd be watching something, in the background. I'm watching, I don't know if anyone's ever, I've been on this kick right now of watching older, not like old shows, but like 90s stuff. So it started with Martin. I think I talked about that before. A TV show Martin with Martin Lawrence came out in the late 90s, I think. And now I'm over to the Steve Harvey show. Steve Harvey from Def Jam, Steve Harvey from Family Feud. That Steve Harvey. He had a show back in the early 2000s, late 90s, one of those two. I think it was the early 2000s, I think, called the Steve Harvey Show. And he's a teacher, music teacher, right? And I'm sure this was like wild to watch back when it came out, because Steve Harvey, for those, who only know him from Family Feud, well, he used to be, in the Kings of Comedy, Def Jam, just raunchy, somewhat raunchy comedy, okay? Not for, you gotta be careful who you show it to. That kind of stuff, right? But I always liked his sense of humor is kind of funny. I always liked the sense of humor. I watched Family Feud, and I'm like, I kind of like the sense of humor. But anyway, watching the show, and yeah, I'm sure at the time, going from being, the Def Jam, or not going from the Kings of Comedy to a music teacher in a school, I'm sure it was really wild to see a lot of people like see him as a different person or not crazy off the top. You know, it's a good show. I'm on I think I just started the 3rd season. There were 6 seasons. But, you know, it's an old sitcom, so it's 20-minute episodes or something. So I get through it pretty quickly. But
Contact Toronto Center 128.
I spent a lot of time watching that when I was not feeling well last week.
Take care.
All right, coming up on
Toronto Center,
10,000.
Descending via Nuber 6.
Definitely no stream tomorrow night though. Tomorrow night is we're moving our date night up one day because the new Alien show is on Hulu or FX and all that jazz. So we like it. Have a lot of fun. We're also gonna watch a new John Oliver episode, which apparently is pretty interesting. Oh, forgot to turn these. Oh, I forgot to do APU. Oh my god. I'm in trouble. Alright. Landing lights are on. Good. And all's looking well. So I'm going to test the auto FPS thing. So I'm going to close out auto FPS. I'm going to save my settings in the sim. I'm going to exit the sim. And then I'm going to relaunch the sim. And see if that fixes that issue. I'm not going to do it during stream. But we'll give that a shot and see what it's like. Again, I've only had that happen with Sim Update 3. So it does make sense because I do have auto FPS running in the background. So it makes perfect sense. All right, over to Arrival now.
Contact Toronto Arrival 125.4, Air Canada 502.
And we'll be making our turn on over to get onto runway 6 right.
502. Good evening, 9,700 feet. We have Juliet.
It's nice weather here. Oh, that's beautiful looking. That's gorgeous.
502 Toronto arrival, altimeter 3019, expect the ILS runway 06 right.
Man, this sim.
Altimeter 3019er.
This sim,
Expect the ILS
tell you
runway
what,
06 right,
it's just
Air Canada
incredible.
502.
Just incredible, man. I always wonder, like, if I didn't get into simming, like I was into simming in early, the late 90s when I got into flight simming. And then I took a pretty good hiatus in there, several years off. But if Flight Sim 2020 never came out, if Flight Sim never came out, Flight Sim 2020 never came out, like, I don't know, I definitely have more money in my bank account. But I don't know what my hobby would be. I honestly don't know what my hobby would be. Because it was Flight Sim 2020 where I really just went all in. Like, I was using X-Plane prior to, but I wasn't doing a whole lot of flying. You know, I'd fly 2-3 times a week, maybe. But it was definitely 2020. Once I got into the technical, what was it, alpha? Yeah, once I got into the alpha testing of 2020, and you know, I'm flying around my home and all that jazz. I'm like, wow, this is incredible. I was sold, man. I was sold. X-Plane couldn't get the same attention for me. And, you know, X-Plane has a great flight model, it has great sounds, they have great planes, there's a lot going for it. But I'm definitely a visual person. I'm definitely a very big visual person. And that's what really did it for me with Flight Sim 2020, is just the visual. The visuals are off the chart, man. I know you can do ortho and all that jazz, which I did for X-Plane. But there's just something about popping in Flight Sim and, you know, you don't really need to do a lot to get it to look amazing. You really don't. Even the base vanilla sim looks really damn good. Like, I know they're doing, what's coming out?
Air Canada 502, descend to 3,000 feet.
3,000.
3019er.
Descend to 3,000 feet. Altimeter 3019er. Air Canada 502.
What the heck's it called? I did a video on it for 2020. Now, the thing with the atmosphere and all that stuff, I can't remember what it's called right now, but I know it's coming out for 2024, but I'm not getting it. Unless, you know, it's free with the version I already bought, which I don't know if it is or isn't. I don't plan on buying it. You know, even if there's a paid upgrade, I don't plan on buying it because it's just the default sim is so darn good with its atmosphere and weather and all that. Like the pictures they showcased on there, they can look good, but if you just compare it to the base, it's like I don't know. Even like SimFX, like from P42, I really love SimFX. But like honestly, the only thing I really liked about it that I really noticed and used all the time was just when you're going through clouds, you see like little cloud effect, you know, on your windshield. I love that. But if it's a paid upgrade, which it's going to be likely, it's highly likely going to be a paid upgrade. I'm not going to buy it. I don't need that little effect. Now I will do flow. If there's a paid upgrade to flow, I will totally pay that one because that one is beneficial. I just love having the little menu and everything you can change in it. I love it, and it's super customizable. I just wonder how much Asobo actually changed for the coding for it to be that difficult to port over to 2024. Like clearly it has been. Clearly there was a pretty big change. Alright, making our turn over to the left. Look at that, that's just beautiful looking. That's so realistic, man. It's wild. I think this is a little over the top here, this exhaust, right? I think it's a little aggressive. Yeah, I've been in a 737 MAX. I don't remember being that aggressive.
10 miles from Lobco. Turn left, heading 065. Maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course.
Alright, approach mode is armed. Localizer has been captured.
Turn left, heading 065, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared ILS runway 06 right. Air Canada 502.
Alright, we're clear for the arrival. 6 right. Airport field in sight. Right out there. There's our runway. This one building here is always really bright. I wish PT was here right now because I want to ask him questions. $16 nautical miles out. Alright, get those landing rate guesses in if you'd like to. Got a Boeing flight with Delta scheduled tomorrow. Very nice. So Jay Russ, alright, here's a question. Do you, in APL, if it, like, for the aircraft type, if it says, you know, you're flying the, you know, in this case, the B-38M, do you only fly that, or do you change, you know, plane of your choosing at the time? So like if it says Airbus 320, do you always just fly the 320 for that flight, or do you ever change the aircraft type? I personally change mine whenever. It's just kind of like whatever I feel like flying, and I absolutely love that option. That's one thing I didn't like about On-Air's thing is On-Air, once you choose your route for like the airliner stuff, you have to fly all those routes with that plane. You can't do any other variant. And that's the same thing with some of the, you know, the virtual airlines, is you can technically make some changes, but you have to submit them. They have to make sense for those changes. That's just too much for me. Too much for me. All right. Waiting for glide slope to be coming on next. Let's go to approach mode. We're gonna go to heading. Yeah, I try. So I will fly CEO in place of Neo. Okay, so you kind of keep it realistic in that case. Yeah. All right, let's go down to 180 on the speed. And let's go to init and 148. Let's go down to flaps 2. Coming in a little hot here. Let's bring up the speed brakes. Slow us down. Got a headwind right now of 18 knots. It should calm down as we get closer to the ground here. This is a really beautiful approach. You try to fly, what is the sign? Yeah, I think I used to when I first got into it, but Now I kind of just fly whatever I feel is, you know, like if the recommended one is what I'm feeling, that's great, but most time it's not. Honestly, most time it's not. Okay. Looking really good. Gear is gonna come down. Nice stable approach so far. And let's go 160 on the speed. And flaps 10. This is such a cool approach. I love it. I love like dusk like this. This is beautiful. Got a little bit of haze out there in the distance. Flaps 15. Let's go 25. Let's go down to 148 on the speed. And flaps 30. Alright, we have cleared to land already, so that's all grand. Let's go AP off my aircraft. Now, people are asking me in some of the shorts recently, you know, why I come in so low. Well, obviously, fly the line was one of those things. But I also feel coming in a little bit lower than the Pappies give me the smoothest landing. And I do tend to come in a little lower than I should. There's no lying about that. I'm not trying to say that's perfect or it's right. But I feel at least for the sim, the Pappies seem to be wrong most of the cases. At least from my end. In terms of getting a nice smooth landing. But I do make too many adjustments as well. I don't really follow the Pappies enough to come in. They're my guidance. Like right now I'm using it as a guidance. I'm also looking at my vertical, you know, glide slope here. So right now it shows I'm a little low on the approach, but we're still too white, too red. So you never know what to trust. I go off my visual instincts. So I'm targeting a touchdown zone right there. That's what I'm targeting right now. I'm looking at that in the distance, and that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Now, if you don't have that, and you're going off of a IFR approach, obviously you're going off your glide slopes. I'm going to crosswind now for the arrival. Alright, see now, I feel like we're too high, so I'm going to drop down just a little bit and go 2 red. There's 2 red. And now this looks just about right for me. Just about right. Maybe a little high still. There's 2 red, looking good still. I like it, nice and smooth. Making a little bit of cross checks here.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, idle throttle. And floating a bit. Here's a touchdown. Well, that would have been a nasty one with flight of line. Versus coming out, landing was 220, 125G. 220. It's not the best of landings, but I'll take it. We can make this exit. That's a good flight. I like it. Crappy weather on departure, nice weather on arrival.
Exit left at Delta 5, Air Canada.
Alright, flaps are going up, and I forgot to enable speed brakes. Crap. I'm gonna get docked on that one. Okay, that's all off. Good.
Ground 119 or
Welcome to Toronto. J. Russ says same. I tend to come in a bit low. The Pappies are always off. Always too high. Yeah, that's what I always feel. That's what I feel. Again, you have to do what your instincts say. And then each plane is a little different too because you're in a different position. Oh, this is so cool. I love watching planes depart with BeyondATC. I absolutely love it. It's so cool. Like having parked planes is awesome and all that, but having them, you know, fly out, freaking awesome. Yeah, we got that double plane going on here, so we're at, have a FPS hit because of that. We'll see if I can get that fixed though at some point. I'll probably do another flight. Well, I gotta check the weather radar. See if it's really bad. Looked like it was going to be pretty rough coming in into the Chicago area, so If the weather's okay, I'll probably do another flight off stream. Because I won't be able to fly at all tomorrow. Well, I guess I might get a flight in tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. This is beautiful, though. Just a beautiful day. Well, I do want to appreciate everyone for coming in today. I know this is a very no notice. I was about to say short notice, but there's no notice at all. It was just a pop on and do my thing. But I do appreciate it for coming in. A lot of fun today. Next stream will be on Wednesday. We'll do our normal Wednesday morning stream. Wednesday and Thursday morning. And then Friday as well. And Friday... Oh boy, is there any freaking gates over here? Is there one right? Nope. There, right there. We got one right there. Friday we'll do a couple of flights. I do have things going on in the afternoon, so I have to depart at a certain time, but I will do a couple of flights in the morning on Friday. Yeah, so we'll be streaming 3 days coming up yet for this week, and then I'll probably take off, well, we'll see about Sunday. We'll see about, I'll keep Sunday up in the air. I do need to work on a video for next week, though, so I do need some time. Do some time with that stuff. And we'll see what we got with APL here, and we'll call it a stream. Alright, parking brake is set. Over here to the left, let's go to menu, system page, connect. I'm going to kill off BeyondATC. Let's get up to your top. On. Just like that, FPS is a billion times better. I wonder if that messed with... Ooh. Nope. Okay, all those planes still there. I thought so. Okay, and then... let's go. What else we gotta do? That's off. Okay, cool. Let's go down here. What the hell? Alright, cut off switches. And APL is saying what? Take a look and see what APL said. So I'm canceling this next flight. It's Thunder Bay, which would be kind of cool. But it's a little bit of a longer flight for me. I'm not all that interested in it, honestly. So I'm going to cancel that flight out. But, oh, get 100%. I'll take it. I'll take it. I thought it was going to get docked on the spoilers. I didn't arm them. I don't remember arming them, but it said I did. So I guess I did. I don't remember doing it. Well, okay, so they say 193 on the landing stall. That's a plus as well. 1.2 on that. And then New Sky, close out this. New Sky, we got a 10 as well. So the only one I did not get a 10 on was this guy right here into Detroit. And what was the reason for that again? It was off the center line, just a hair. Yeah, I was off the center line for that one. Outside of that, all my flights have been a 10 for New Sky. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, well, again, thanks everyone for coming in today's stream. Lots of fun. Really cool flight. Really cool weather out of O'Hare. We'll see everyone on Wednesday morning. Once I get everything figured out, I'll post it up on the channel, so you'll have that notification. We'll see y'all Wednesday. Have a great rest of today. Have a great Tuesday. And we'll see you all Wednesday. Take care.